We are set to go here. Southern Arc set to battle Southern Nazarene. And this should be a good one, folks. Starkey set to jump with Devontae Brooks. We are set to go. A little bit of an early jump from Brooks. You don't see that very often. He said Southern Nazarene 24-4 on the season. Tip-off won by Starkey, and we're underway. 17-3 in the GAC for Southern Nazarene. As I said, the GAC Regular Season champions, number 10 in the country. Jonathan Dunn, top of the arc, set for the first possession for SNU. Micah Spate at the wing. Spate going to come off a screen from Starkey. Runs into the center. Charlie Thomas. Spate gets it back. Johnson going to drive. Mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound going to come down to Devontae Brooks. Elkins brings it forward, hands it off to Frank Royals. Royals going to come off a screen. Spate defending. Man-to-man defense from Southern Nazarene. Comes off a screen from Thomas. They'll go inside, up, and the layup and the foul from Devontae Brooks. Gets it just over Quaylen Newton. They'll get the foul on Newton, his first. One free throw, the and one here coming up for Southern Arc. Brooks' free throw is up and good. 3-0, Southern Arc. Late substitution. They had tapped the horn, and it looks like Wesley Nosak here is going to have to wait. So the other way comes Micah Spate. SNU already trailing 3-0 here early on. This is a fired-up crowd, a big building here, full to capacity. Micah Spate with it. Spate going to come off a screen from Newton. Goes over to Jonathan Dunn at the wing. Dunn drives, pulls up, mid-range jumper. Back iron no good. Rebound to Charlie Thomas. Royals back the other way. Royals going to come off a screen again. Royals going to kick, almost taken away by Zach Johnson as he was looking for Elkins in the corner. And Nokaser to check in. So back the other way comes Southern Arc. Royals with it. They're going to go inside to Nosaker. Nosaker, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound coming flying in as Micah Spate. Spate coming forward here for SNU. He's going to pull up a three-pointer off the mark. Rebound to Nosaker. Elkins with it for the Mule Riders. Elkins going to come off a screen, and Quaylen Newton's going to pick up a second foul. So 2 fouls here. And that's going to bring in R.J. Thomas. R.J. Thomas will get his first minutes. Hey, Jacob, just a heads up, I think your live stats aren't going yet. Just so you know. Yep. So Royals going to bring it forward here. Gets it over to Elkins. Elkins going to come off a screen from Nosaker. Elkins going to drive, runs right into Starkey, and will get charged for an offensive foul. I think it wasn't even really a charge, but he kind of just put his shoulder down and just went in to Starkey. And that's where the offensive foul will come in. Still 3-0 to score. Southern Arkansas leading here in the first 2 minutes. Palmer with it. Hands it off to Johnson. Johnson back to Palmer. Palmer, nice move. Big dunk! R.J. Palmer throws it down, and it's 3-2. Mule Riders still on top. They're going to move it around to Perkins. Perkins going to get it over to Elkins. They'll move it over to Royals. Royals going to come off a screen. Royals going to go inside to Nosaker. Nosaker goes up, knocked away by Dunn, and R.J. Palmer comes away with the basketball. Zach Johnson brings it forward. Johnson gets a screen from Starkey. Double screen there. We'll get it to Palmer. They'll try to go inside to Starkey. Starkey goes up, looking for contact, but gets the lay in the fall, and it's 4-3 SNU. Hey, if it's no contact, I will take it there. Back the other way comes Royals. They're going to move it around. Three-pointer. Actually, take that back pump fake there from Perkins. They'll go inside to Nosaker. Coming off a screen is Royals. Mid-range jumper on the way. Well off the mark. Palmer with the rebound. Back the other way comes Dunn, crosses over. Dunn going to go to Palmer, top of the arc. They'll go inside again to Starkey. Starkey going to back his man down, kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson to Dunn in the corner. Dunn pump fakes. Dunn drives, mid-range jumper on the way. Good, Jonathan Dunn. 6 straight points for SNU as they lead 6-3. SNU getting comfortable here now, getting some jumpers to fall and getting it done on the defensive end. Back the other way come the Mule Riders. They're going to hand it off. It'll be Royals. Royals going to kick it out. Brooks with it. Brooks gets it over to Perkins. Perkins long three-pointer. Palmer in his face. They're going to get a foul. Royals goes to the ground. And they're going to call it on Johnson. That's going to be his first. It was off the ball. SNU had the rebound. We're going to get a brand new lineup into the game. Snyder, Chin Charles, Aaron Lucas, Gabe Gilliam, and Charlie Thomas all into the game. The only one who remains on the floor is Devontae Brooks. Inbound coming up here for the Mule Riders. It'll be Gilliam. Gilliam moves it over to Chin Charles. Chin Charles gets it over to Thomas. Thomas backs Starkey down and draws the foul on Starkey. And not a lot of contact there, but they get the foul nonetheless. 15:57 to play in the first half. We're going to our first timeout. SNU on top, 6-3.
The Great American Conference Basketball Championship Tournament returns to the Bruin Fieldhouse in Bartlesville, Oklahoma, March 7th through the 10th. It's all on the line as the league's top teams battle for the conference title and an automatic spot in the NCAA Division II Basketball Regionals. For ticket information and to follow GAC basketball throughout the season, visit GreatAmericanConference.com. The GAC Basketball Tournament, March 7th through the 10th.
Army Reserve soldiers use their skills to make the Army even more capable and gain the tools to make themselves even more successful. Learn how at GoArmyReserve.com.
15:57 to play in the first half. And SNU leads 6-3, 10th ranked team in the nation over Southern Arkansas. Exciting couple minutes of basketball as we hit our first media timeout. And we're out of the media timeout here. And it will be a couple free throws coming up here for Charlie Thomas, the redshirt sophomore on a Vilonia, Arkansas. Just checking into the game for SNU will be Coleman Edwards, senior guard out of Sugar Land, Texas. Product of the University of New Orleans. Transferred over to SNU a few years ago as Thomas knocks down the first free throw. Second free throw coming up here from Thomas. It's up. It's good. And it's 6-5. SNU on top. Breaks their little 6-0 run here early on. And back the other way come the Crimson Storm. Coleman Edwards going to go to Micah Spate. They'll go inside to Starkey. Lays it in. Beautiful ball movement from SNU, moving it around the perimeter. And great entry pass from Spate. And back the other way comes Lucas for the Mule Riders. Lucas comes off a screen. Going to move it over to Chin Charles. Chin Charles gets it knocked away. Coleman Edwards with the steal. Just swipes it away from him. Edwards to Spate. Spate thought about the three, pump fakes, drives, inside to Starkey! Slam dunk! Noah Starkey! Throw it down, big man! 10-5, SNU. Started with the steal there from Coleman Edwards. And back the other way come the Mule Riders. Lucas with it. Lucas going to move it around to Gilliam. Gilliam going to drive to the elbow. Long jumper, no good. Great defense there from Jonathan Dunn. Edwards with the rebound. Micah Spate going to bring it forward. Spate off a screen from Palmer. Pump fakes, puts it up. Oh, what a layup! Going to the floor, Micah Spate. And the lead is 12-5. SNU has silenced the crowd thus far. Brooks with it, moves it over to Chin-Charles. They'll go inside to Thomas. Thomas going to go in the corner, three-pointer on the way, off the mark, rebound by Noah Starkey, the three-pointer from Aaron Lucas. SNU on a run here. They're going to go to Dunn, three-pointer on the other end, off the back iron, no good. Long rebound to Chin-Charles. SNU sets it back up offensively. Chin-Charles going to go all the way across to Gilliam. Gilliam's going to hand it off to Lucas. Lucas looking to drive. Lucas back out to Gilliam, taken away by Dunn momentarily. Gilliam gets it back, throws it up to Brooks, and he gets the easy lay-in. Devontae Brooks with 5 points early on. And it's 12-7. Dunn had the steal momentarily, just couldn't corral it completely. They won't give him any steal there since he never really gained possession. Dunn with it, top of the arc now. 13:30 to play in the first half. Dunn gets it taken away from Thomas. Dunn just lost it there. Gilliam on the other end. Oh, Micah Spate takes it away. Oh, my goodness, Micah Spate. Dunn on the other end. Dunn drives, kicks to Edwards in the corner for three. Good! Coleman Edwards. And SNU leads 15-7. It all started again with a great play there from Micah Spate, tracking that long ball down for the steal. On the other end, Brooks with it. Three-pointer from Gilliam on the way. That's good. Right in the face of Dunn, and it's 15-10. Palmer with it, moves it to Dunn. Dunn going to go inside to Starkey. Starkey goes to a wide-open Spate in the corner. Pump fakes, now puts the three up. Front iron, gets the friendly roll. And it's 18-10. SNU is on fire here early on. 8 of 12, excuse me. And they'll have to move it around. Gilliam with it now. They're going to go inside to Thomas. Thomas with Starkey defending. Thomas backs down, tries to make a move, and he travels. He's going to travel. They think it's an and one. It's a traveling call. The crowd reacted as if it was an and one, and it's traveling. And we're going to have a platoon of substitutions here. Ashton Charles into the game for the first time, as well as Brady Mulkey. Charles, a sophomore on this team out of Spring, Texas, 6'8" forward. Brady Mulkey also into the game, a 6'7" junior out of Royce City, Texas. Quaylen Newton's in some foul trouble right now. Right now there's 6 men on the floor. There are 6 men on the floor for the Mule Riders. There is a mess here. I think everybody thought it was a media timeout. It was not. There's 12:16 to go. I think we're set to go now. Zach Johnson's going to bring it forward. SNU leads 18-10. So Mulkey into the game. See what Mulkey can provide here for SNU. Plays a little sparingly, but he's come through in some big moments when needed. Dunn with it. Dunn, couple crossovers. We'll kick it over to Edwards. Edwards to Johnson in the corner. Johnson going to come off a screen from Mulkey. They'll go inside to Mulkey. Mulkey's going to go back to Johnson. Johnson, good move, goes to Charles, mid-range jumper on the way. Off the mark. Rebound by Elkins. Elkins will bring it forward. Good look there from Charles, just couldn't get it to fall. Elkins going to drive. Good defense from Edwards. Elkins along mid-range off the mark. Rebounded by Jalen Brooks, who just checked in for the first time. On the other end, big block from Charles, but a rebound by Royals. And he draws the foul, and now we'll see our media timeout with 11:28 to play in the first half. Southern Nazarene leading Southern Arkansas 18-10. 1:28 to play in the first half. SNU leading Southern Ark by the score of 18-10. SNU 8 of 13 from the field right now, 62%, including 2 of 4 from behind the arc. On the other end, Southern Ark 3 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from the free throw line. SNU with 1 turnover. Southern Ark so far with 5 turnovers. That's been your difference so far. Jonathan Dunn, his plus minus right now, check that. RJ Palmer off the bench, plus minus at 10 right now. He has been big right now for SNU. He's actually on the bench as of right now, but he's had a nice start to the game. Micah Spate leading the way with 8 points. Noah Starkey with 6. At the free throw line right now is Royals. Frank Royals so far. Scoreless, looking to get on the board here. First one is up. Back iron, no good. One more free throw coming up here for Royals. First missed free throw for Southern Ark thus far. That one is up. That one is good, and gets it down to a 7-point game. Zach Johnson going to bring it forward here for the Crimson Storm. Gets it to Coleman Edwards at the top of the arc. Edwards going to move it to Dunn in the corner. Dunn going to come off a screen. Actually, he will bypass the screen. Goes up. And one! Oh, my goodness, Jonathan Dunn got knocked to the ground and got the reverse layup to fall, and he has a chance for a 3-point play. What a move by Dunn down the baseline. Maybe landed a little funny, kind of rotating his shoulder a little bit, but appears to be just fine. Palmer checks in from Mulkey. Mulkey just a few minutes off the bench, but does a good job in those 2 minutes. Dunn 4 points with a free throw coming up. It is up, and it rattles home. And SNU has a 10-point lead early on here. This is a building. Southern Arkansas is 12-0 this year. They are hard to play in this building, and by the crowd, you can see why. Perkins with it. Going to move it around to Elkins. They'll go inside. Nokasher goes up and gets the lay in the fall. Nosacare on the board. Moving around to Charles. Charles to Coleman Edwards at the wing. They'll go to RJ Palmer at the baseline. About 18 feet out. He goes in, puts a tough runner up, just rolls out. Rebound to Frank Royals. Royals going to go cross court to Elkins. Elkins will set up the offense. Elkin a couple dribble moves. Elkins picks up his dribble, will go inside to Nokasher. Nokasher back out to Royals. Southern Ark will reset, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, almost taken away by Edwards. They'll go instead to Brooks. Brooks going to get it out to Perkins. 3-pointer on the way. It's good. Lead back down to 5 for SNU. Couple made shots from the Mule Riders, and you can hear the crowd in the background. Johnson with it. Going to draw a foul on Perkins. That'll be his first. Third team foul. You can see Charlie Thomas back into the game for Southern Ark. And then Noah Starkey into the game, as well as Micah Spate for SNU, both returning. Micah Spate actually has 5 points so far. It's showing 8. He actually has 5. They missed a 3 for Coleman Edwards. Spate with it, goes to Charles. Charles back to Spate at the wing. Spate going to come off a screen, kicks it to Charles. Corner wide open, 3-pointer on the way. Short, well short. Perkins with the rebound. Mule Riders looking to run a little bit. Perkins now slows it up. He'll come off a screen from Brooks. They get the switch, and then it's thrown away. Perkins was trying to hit Elkins. Elkins had started to cut to the basket. That's another turnover for Southern Ark. 6 so far. You got to think the Mule Riders are going to try and slow that down. This is a team that doesn't turn the ball over very often. They'll get it to Edwards at the wing. They're going to go inside to Noah Starkey. Starkey going to back his man down, gets a double team, and it's going to be a foul. The foul is going to be on Jalen Brooks. RJ Palmer set to check back in here in just a moment. 4th team foul on Southern Ark for Jalen Brooks. That is his 2nd, so Brooks will go to the bench. Came off a little late off the bench, and now he will take a seat. He's got to be one of the front runners, you think, this year for Freshman of the Year in the GAC. Had a tremendous year. Johnson with it. Johnson to Edwards. Edwards pulls for 3. It's good! Green light there from Coleman Edwards. And it's an 8-point lead for SNU. Frank Royals brings it back down for the Mule Riders. It goes to Elkins, taken away by Zach Johnson. Johnson steps in front of it. Johnson goes up. Oh, he gets fouled there. A late call. The crowd's going to boo it, but it was definitely a foul. They were just very, very late on the whistle. But an obvious foul. Johnson just got nailed going up for the layup. You can hear the crowd booing, but if they're going to boo anything, just boo that it was a late call. So Johnson will go to the line for 2 free throws. And I imagine Johnson's going to hear it here at the line. And so at the line is Zach Johnson, one of the seniors on this team, celebrated senior day last Saturday. Johnson's free throw is up and perfect. And Charles and Lucas into the game. Royals is going to check out. Elkins will check out with 2 fouls. A little bit of frustration there, understandably so. One more free throw coming up for Johnson after the steal. It's good, and the lead's out to 10. Aaron Lucas pushing the tempo here on the other end. Going to move it over to Devontae Brooks. Brooks going to go out to Chin Charles. Almost taken away again. They'll move it all the way around to Lucas. Lucas going to drive baseline. Lucas gets it to Thomas. Thomas going to make a move, and he traveled. And again, the crowd disagrees, but Micah Spade had taken the ball if not for the travel. But already frustrated crowd. Thomas checks out. Nokashore checks in. Micah Spate going to bring it forward. SNU off to a tremendous start here in the first half. Can they keep it going? Spade off a screen. Spade off another screen. He'll kick it to Johnson. Johnson can go to Palmer at the elbow. He'll go to Spade at the wing. Spade going to come off a screen. He's going to draw a foul. That's going to be on Devontae Brooks. Brooks just trying to hedge off that screen. Just ran right into Micah Spate. That's the 16th foul, so it'll be free throws here on out for SNU on the next foul. Zach Johnson to inbound. Johnson to R.J. Palmer. Goes back to Johnson. It's like a little bit of a 2-3 zone now from the Mule Riders, switching it up defensively. SNU has been able to torch him a little bit in the man-to-man. They'll go to Edwards, goes inside to Palmer, goes out to Spate. Good extra pass. They go inside to Starkey. Easy lay-in. Just moved it around. A couple pump fakes from both Johnson and Spate and got the easy lay-in from Starkey, and the lead's 12. Lucas with it. Lucas going to go over to Chin Charles. Chin Charles going to go to Lucas. Three-pointer on the way off the mark. Rebound by Noah Starkey. SNU brings it forward. What is SNU team? It's just kind of a look in their demeanor right now. They look laser focused, and they are playing with a lot of confidence so far. Coleman Edwards, long three-pointer. It is good. Greedy from deep from Coleman Edwards. Timeout on the floor. It is a 15-point lead for SNU. 7:33 to play in the first half. SNU 31, Southern Arc 16. Timeout on the floor.
Character, culture, and Christ have been the motto for Southern Nazarene University for many, many years. When I came as president, I was really curious about those words and really curious to dig into the archives. In fact, a conversation on campus one day with a visitor to our campus who asked that same question, what does character, culture, and Christ mean today? These days I like to talk about refining character. I think that we're all in process, and in those collegiate years, those years of a university experience, there's a great opportunity to refine character. And then creating culture. Certainly when we graduate students, they go out and they create culture in classrooms. They create culture in churches. They create culture anywhere they go. Last but certainly not least, in fact I would put it first, and that is serving Christ. I like the fact that it's last because it does undergird everything that we do. Our responsibility, I believe more than anything else, is to serve our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
7:33 to play in the first half. Southern Nazarene leads Southern Ark 31-16. It is a 10-0 run right now for the Crimson Storm in the last 3 minutes. Quaylen Newton's going to check back into the game. Newton has 2 fouls. We're going to see if they can get a couple minutes out of him as they give Starkey a little rest. They're rotating the big men very well on and off the bench. Charles with it for the Mule Riders. They're going to move it around, and catching it will be Lucas. They're going to throw it inside, and the layup is good from Noxicshire, and they got a foul as well. So a 3-point play coming up here for Southern Ark. Didn't catch. They got it on Micah, I believe. It will be on Micah Spate. That is his first. Southern Ark can cut it back down to 12. Gives the crowd a little bit of life here after falling behind by 15. Free throw is good. Angel back the way come the Crimson Storm. Zach Johnson with it. Johnson to Edwards. Edwards already with a couple three-pointers in this one. 9 to be exact. Spate goes to the rim. Oh, tries to lay it up. Gets knocked to the ground. And the rebound going to come down to Brooks. Lucas with it. Going to move it over to Chin Charles. Chin Charles drives towards the baseline. Good defense there by Johnson. Noxicshire lost it. It goes out of bounds. Johnson knocked it out of his hands. We're going to see Jonathan Dunn back into this game. He's going to check in for Coleman Edwards. 9 points off the bench for Edwards. Couple big shots. Lucas to inbound. Lucas goes to Noxicshire. Noxicshire turns. Tough jumper, no good. Good defense there by R.J. Palmer. Newton with the rebound. Quaylen Newton brings it forward. Newton gets around his man, hands it off to Spate. Spate going to get a screen from Newton. He'll go inside to Newton. Newton pump fakes, gets his man in the air, puts it up. Misses the jumper, though. Rebound to Brooks. Back the other way comes Gilliam. Gilliam with it, off the screen. Gilliam, long two-pointer, off the mark, no good. Rebound to Micah Spate. Spate up to Johnson. Johnson back to Spate. SNU's going to hold it. No, they'll go inside to Newton. Gets the layup, and one. Quaylen Newton, strong to the rim. Gets the contact from Brooks. That's going to be his second. And Newton with a chance for a three-point play. Jalen Brooks going to check back in. They need Brooks for his scoring prowess. Thomas also back into the game for SAU. Quaylen with a chance here for a three-point play. It's up. It's good. Leads out to 15 yet again. We talk about Jalen Brooks averaging 10 points a game, second on the team. We'll get it to Thomas. Thomas going to get it back. Coming off the screen will be Lucas. Lucas driving baseline. Lucas thought about the three, gets it inside to Brooks. Brooks, tough jumper off the mark. Rebound to Brooks. Blocked by Starkey, and they get a foul. Oh, they're going to get Starkey with a foul. Looked like a clean block, but they get Noah Starkey on his second. Great battle there by Jalen Brooks. It was a great effort from him to get that offensive rebound and draw the foul. He's going to the line here for 2. First one is up and good. There's one thing Southern Ark's doing and one thing you want to do if you're trying to come back. They're getting to the line. Is their eighth free throw coming up. Both teams are in the bonus. Second free throw coming up. That's off the mark. Rebound to R.J. Palmer. Palmer will go to Micah Spate. Charles is going to get set to come back in here. Under 6 to play in the first half. SNU leads 34-20. SNU has scored at least 90 points in 4 of their last 5 games. Johnson going to go to Dunn. Three-pointer from the corner. Off the mark. Rebound comes to Brooks. And that would be Jalen Brooks. Back the other way. Comes Lucas. Lucas off a screen. Lucas going to go to Brooks. Back to Lucas. Lucas to Gilliam. Gilliam travels. Moved his feet first, and he's frustrated. He knew he did, too. Charles back into the game. Noxicshire into the game as well. Ashton Charles to inbound here for the Crimson Storm. Gets it to Micah Spate, and SNU will bring it forward. Spate goes to Palmer at the elbow. Palmer hands it back off to Spate. Spate, nice dribble move, mid-range jumper. Oh, it just rimmed out. Beautiful look there from Spate, just couldn't get it to fall. Gilliam now with it. SNU starting to cool off a little bit, which you had to expect at some point when they were shooting close to 62%. Lucas off a screen. Lucas going to come off a screen from Brooks. They'll move it around. They'll go inside to Nosacare. No good. Big rebound there. Ashton Charles skies for it. Johnson brings it forward. Johnson off a screen, goes to Charles. Three-pointer on the way, short. Comes back for his own rebound, then gets it knocked away, but it'll stay SNU basketball. Great hustle there by Charles to get his own rebound. Coleman Edwards into the game. He checks in for Zach Johnson. Just had Edwards, a big first half for him, 9 points off the bench. Micah Spate to inbound from the baseline. Spate goes to Dunn, long two-pointer off the mark, rebound to Nosacare. And back the other way comes Frank Royals, who just checked back in. Royals with Spate defending. Oh, almost taken away there by Edwards. They say it was tipped. They say Edwards got a piece of it. Almost was a backcourt violation. They go to Nosacare. They'll get it to Gilliam. Gilliam back to Nosacare. Nosacare's got to get it off. One. It's a shot clock violation. Basket does not count. Great defense again from SNU. We go to the media timeout. 3:46 to play in this first half. Southern Nazarene leads Southern Arkansas 34-20.
Grew up, and it's also where I serve.
In the U.S. Army Reserve, you train at least 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year. Here, you learn the skills to lead and succeed in life while staying close to home. Part-time service, full-time success. GoArmyReserve.com.
Again, fans, the regular season finale is Saturday, 1 and 3 p.m. as Southern Nazarene will take on Arkansas Monticello. The Bowl Evils is where SNU will head with a green court. Should be fun. We hope you will join us for that game on Saturday as SNU inbounds it. Micah Spate bringing it forward. We'll get it over to Coleman Edwards. Edwards to Jonathan Dunn at the wing. Dunn going to drive. Dunn almost gets it taken away, and they get a little bit of a touch foul there on Perkins. Perkins, that's his second. You got to think maybe he will take a seat here in just a moment. We'll see if they stick with him or not. Boyle Newton did a great job coming off the bench and not picking up his third foul. First free throw's up for Dunn, and it's good. Lead back out to 15. Zach Johnson into the game. Checks in for Micah Spate. Spate going to get a nice little rest. Micah Spate's been excellent so far. The point guard doing his thing as always. Second free throw from Dunn. Good. And it's the biggest lead of the game for SNU. 16 points, 36-20. 3.5 to play in the first half. Royals with it. Royals going to move it to Elkins. Two SAU players with 2 fouls. Check that. Only one. No, it is 2. I was right the first time. And there's one of them. Perkins with it. Kicks it to Brooks. They'll hand it off to Elkins. 10 seconds on the shot. Elkins with it. Elkins going to kick it. Nosacare drives. Tough shot. Gets it to fall. Nosacare's had a nice first half off the bench. He's up to 7. Lead is 14 for SNU. Johnson with it. Johnson to Edwards. Edwards to Dunn. Dunn, nice crossover, three-pointer on the way. Off the mark. Good look there from Dunn. Struggling a little bit now, 2 of 7 from the field. Back on the other end is Elkins. They draw a foul. A little bit of an early whistle there, but nonetheless, Elkins will go to the line for 2. See how these last 2:40 play out here. SNU trying to close it out strong. Spate's already set to come back in. Let's have a slew of mule riders about to check in. Elkins, no points thus far. First free throw is up, and it is good. So Elkins on the board. Elkins is going to stay on the floor while there's 4 new ones in Charlie Thomas, Gilliam, Devontae Brooks, and then Snyder Chin Charles. Second free throw coming up here for Elkins. Micah Spate also back into the game. Oh, and there's a long rebound that comes to Thomas on a missed free throw. Three-pointer on the way from Gilliam. No good. This time the rebound on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball. And it will stay Southern Arkansas basketball, but Southern Ark gets another chance at it. Can still be a 4-point swing despite missing a free throw. And Royal's going to check back in. They're going to go deep. That'll be Chin Charles, gets it to Brooks. We'll move it around to Royals. Royals with it, 20 seconds on the shot clock. They'll go to Thomas, top of the arc. No threat to shoot from 3. Gilliam, a long 2-pointer, good. A little bit of a 3-point swing there. Southern Ark kept it alive, and they get it back down to 11. Quick little 5-0 run for Southern Ark. SNU has cooled off mightily. Noah Starkey's been on the bench with foul trouble. Spade, a couple dribble moves, comes off a screen. Spade gonna kick it out. Dunn wide open, and he can't get the shot to fall. Jonathan Dunn really struggling right now. He has missed his last few. And it's given Southern Ark an opening after a 16-point lead. Royals with it. Royals to Gilliam. Gilliam inside to Thomas. Taken away by Palmer, then he knocks it off of Thomas, I thought. They're going to say Southern Arkansas basketball. There's no way they'll review it from here. It looked like he knocked it off of Thomas, but it was very tough to tell from here. So remain Mule Rider basketball, 12 seconds on the shot clock, minute and a half to play. Royals with it. Royals going to get a screen from Thomas. They've got to hurry. Thomas with it, puts it up. Can't get it to fall. Charles with another strong rebound. SNU going to slow it down a little bit with this 11-point lead. Try to finish the half strong here with a minute 10. It's been a little 5-0 run from Southern Ark. Charles wide open for 3. Off the mark. Palmer with the rebound. They'll get the foul. And it's going to be on Gilliam, so Palmer's going to go to the line for 2. Palmer had the rebound and was just kind of still being pushed. And so he's going to get, this should be actually a 1-and-1 for SNU, I believe. This will be a 1-and-1. First free throw coming up from Palmer. Good. SNU, excellent job at the line so far today. Lucas going to check in, as well as Nosake. A little bit of a scuffle here for just a moment. Not really a scuffle, just I think it was a little bit of jawing, nothing big. We're set to play here. Palmer's going to have one more free throw. RJ Palmer, 3 points so far, 3 rebounds, has a steal as well. Free throw is up. Rattles at home, leads to 13. Mulkey's going to check in for Palmer. Both Newton and Starkey have 2 fouls. They've been out of the game. Starkey's played 11 minutes. Newton's played 4 minutes. And it's still all SNU 38-25 right now. 1 minute to play in the half. Lucas with it. Spate defending. Lucas going to move over. He's going to get over to Brooks. They're going to try to go inside to Nosicare. Instead, they move it over to Chin Charles. Chin Charles now will go inside to Nosicare. Mulkey defending. Powers over Mulkey. No call either way. We got a 4-second difference between shot and game clock. They're going to get a timeout. And SNU will take it. They'll take the final shot with the 4-second difference. They'll get a quick 30-second timeout. Edwards into the game. And, you look at the numbers and you kind of think you've got to be pretty happy if you're SNU that Noah Starkey, 8 points, only played 11 minutes though. Quaylen Newton's only played 4 minutes. Dunn's having a little bit of a tough night so far, only 2 of 8 from the field. And yet, SNU leads by 11. They've led by as many as 16. And it's been pretty impressive thus far. Let's see what SNU can hold here. Get a good shot here, because again, a made shot, the clock keeps going. So if they can hold off, run this shot clock down and get a good look, try to extend this lead before the break. They've been very good when it comes to into half scoring. They've usually gone to number 25. Charles going to inbound in front of the Southern Arc bench. They'll go to Spate. And Spate will hold. They'll probably start with about 10 seconds on the shot clock. Lucas going to come up and just give him a little pressure. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Micah set to go. He's going to call for screen from Charles. Spate going to go to Charles. And they get a travel call. Somehow Charles walked there. Mulkey and Johnson going to check back in now with 8 seconds, and now it's flipped. And Southern Arc can get the final shot here. Lucas brings it forward. Lucas off a screen. They got to hurry here. 2 seconds now on the clock. Lucas has got to get a shot up. Just does, off the mark. Good defense there by Micah Spate. And that will end the first half, and what a half it was for the Crimson Storm. They force 10 Southern Arkansas turnovers while only turning it over 2 times on the offensive end. They'll look to keep that going into the second half. Southern Nazarene leads Southern Arkansas 38-27. We'll take a break here for halftime, and we'll be back for the second half. We'll get back towards the end of the first half and give you some stats, and as we said, get you ready for that second half. Again, your halftime score from Magnolia, Southern Arkansas 27, number 10 Southern Nazarene leading 38-27.
That's it, defense. Our half-court shot contestant is
Halftime in Magnolia, Southern Nazarene, the 10th ranked team in the country, already the GAC regular season champions, leading Southern Arkansas 38-27. Looking to give the Mule Riders their first loss at home this season. They are 12-0 on the year inside this building. And SNU looking to hand them a loss, and they played a pretty darn good first half thus far. 13 of 29 from the field, shooting 45%, 4 of 12 from behind the arc, and 8 of 8 from the free throw line. Coleman Edwards led the way off the bench with 9 points on 3 of 3 shooting from behind the arc. Noah Starkey added 8 points and 2 rebounds in only 11 minutes played. You had Jonathan Dunn with 7 points. The fight struggling a little bit in the first half, still was able to score 7. And he had Micah Spate with 5 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Zach Johnson also with 3 assists and a steal. You had Ashton Charles struggling from the field a little bit, 0 for 4, but he has 3 rebounds. Has done a nice job defensively. On the other side, leading the way for Southern Ark is Wesley Nosakari. 9 points in the game for him, while Devontae Brooks and Gabe Gilliam each have 5 points. Southern Ark shoots 9 of 24 from the field, 2 of 7 from behind the arc, and 7 of 10 from the free throw line. And if you're SNU, Jonathan Dunn was 2 of 8 in the first half. Quaylen Newton only played 4 minutes. Noah Starkey only played 11 minutes, and you still have an 11-point lead. And the reason for that is you only have 2 turnovers as a team against a good defensive team. And on the other side, you have forced Southern Arkansas into 10 turnovers. If you can keep that going for another half, it is going to be a win for Southern Nazarene. It's going to be the same 5 for both sides on the floor. That'll be Johnson, Newton, Dunn, Spade, and Starkey for SNU. It'll be Perkins, Elkins, Royals, Devontae Brooks, and Thomas for Southern Ark. What's impressive is they held Jalen Brooks, as we said, probably going to be penciled in as the freshman of the year for Southern Ark, to only 1 point thus far. Of course, Brooks also only played 6 minutes. Had an injury earlier in the year, and I think he's still kind of working back from that. Also had 2 fouls in that half, which got him to the bench maybe a little earlier than they had planned. So we're about set to go here. Second half action is set. Both teams out on the floor. It's going to be Southern Nazarene basketball to start. Micah Spate is going to bring it forward here for the Crimson Storm. They're going to move around to Jonathan Dunn, top of the arc. Dunn to Spate. Spate going to come off a screen. Spate's going to go to Johnson. Johnson to Newton. Newton going to go in the corner. Spate pump fakes a 3 and puts it in. Got his man in the air, then knocked the 3-pointer down. And the lead out to 14 here for SNU. Good start to the half. Johnson with it, guarding Elkins, who comes off a screen. Mid-range jumper on the way. Off the mark, no good. Rebound by Thomas, then taken away by Zach Johnson. Johnson just strips him there. Johnson goes up, lays it in. Beautiful Euro step from Zach Johnson right around an attempted charge. And just like that, 5 points out of the gate for SNU to get the lead back to 16. On the other end, Perkins going to move it to Thomas. Hands it off, almost taken away. Royals with it. They'll go to Brooks. Brooks going to try to drive, taken away by Quaylen Newton. Newton got his hand in there and came away with a steal, and just what SNU wanted to start this half. Spate to Starkey, puts it up, no good. Rebound to Elkins. SNU has taken this crowd out thus far, and they need to try to keep them out for another 20 minutes. They're going to move around to Perkins. Perkins to Royals, back to Perkins. Just a 3-pointer he's going to take well off the mark. Newton knocks it over to Spate, and back the other way comes SNU. Gets it inside to Starkey, can't catch it clean, and it'll head out of bounds. Starkey had a step. And we're going to see a new 5. They are just going to replace the current starting 5 with a new 5. It'll be Jen Charles, Lucas, Gilliam, Brooks, and Nosakari all into the game. And so here comes the Mule Riders. Lucas with it. Lucas going to kick it over to Brooks. Brooks going to hand off to Chin Charles. Chin Charles now going to Nosakari. Gilliam with it, back to Nosakari. Gets it over Spate, no good, or Starkey, I should say. Spate with the rebound, actually, and Spate using his speed. Spate somehow keeps control. Takes it back. He's at the wing, goes over to Newton. Newton backs his man down, gets him in the air, goes to Johnson, wide open for three. Zach Johnson knocks it down, and the lead is 19 with 17 and a half to play. Lucas with it now. Oh, it's blocked. It's going to be a goaltend. Shot went up there. That gives the crowd a little bit of something to cheer for, as the Lucas layup will be good on the goaltend from Starkey. Lead is still at 17, though. SNU has come out red hot here in the second half. Just what you wanted here from the Crimson Storm to really dominate these first 5 minutes. Micah Spate with it. Throws the alley-oop, was looking for Dunn. Dunn could not catch it clean. Lucas on the other end goes to Gilliam. Gilliam drives baseline. Kicks out to Nosakari. And Lucas will reset. Well, that would have been a huge alley-oop if they could have gotten it to fall. Instead, they're going to come away almost with a steal. They got a timeout somehow as he was going out of bounds, and that's going to be a media timeout with 16:52 to play. Heads up play by Chin Charles. We'll take a break. 46-29, Southern Nazarene leading Southern Arc.
Great American Conference Basketball Championship Tournament returns to the Bruin Fieldhouse in Bartlesville, Oklahoma, March 7th through the 10th. It's all on the line as the league's top teams battle for the conference title and an automatic spot in the NCAA Division II Basketball Regionals. For ticket information and to follow GAC basketball throughout the season, visit GreatAmericanConference.com. The GAC Basketball Tournament, March 7th through the 10th.
The fence about buying a car, we should
give him a hug.
No. Next.
Hand hug? Full frontal?
No way. Guys, practice hugs are not necessary. You don't have to practice hugging.
How about we serenade them?
Well, I'd be happy to sing a song for you.
That's terrible.
Diffie, driven by family since 19.
Well, SNU starts the half 3 of 5 from the field, shooting 60% with a pair of three-pointers. Southern Arc starts the half 1 of 4. And a couple of turnovers already, thanks to this SNU defense, which has been terrific yet again against the Mule Riders. 16:52 to play in the second half, 46-29. SNU on top. Lucas with it. He'll come off a screen. He'll put a little runner up, no good. Rebound to Noah Starkey. Starkey among the trees, pulls it down. Micah Spate with it. Spate going to hand off to Dunn. Dunn to Newton. Little weave here from Southern Nazarene as Micah Spate gets it back. Going to come off a screen. Spate going to go to Dunn. Dunn, three-pointer on the way. Rattles out. Another good look for Dunn. Just can't get it to fall. Gilliam on the other side. Southern Arc took a little bit of a flurry there as they looking for Nosakari. He can't make the catch. Dunn with a beautiful step through and lay in, and the lead back to 19 on the turnover from the Mule Riders. And this place is quiet. Lucas with it. Goes to Gilliam. We'll move it around to Brooks. Brooks back to Lucas. We're going to get a foul. Coach Bohach doesn't like that one. We're going to go to a media timeout. Should be a media. 15:51 to play in the second half. We'll have a timeout on the floor. SNU increases the lead 48-29. It's all 10th ranked Southern Nazarene as they lead Southern Arkansas 48-29. RJ Palmer's going to check into the game as Noah Starkey picked up his third foul on that last possession, and head coach Adam Bohach was not happy with that call whatsoever. Lucas with it, goes to Gilliam. Gilliam going to put up a three-pointer, off the mark, no good. Rebound, comes to Quaylen Newton, stays with it in the air and brings it in. And SNU coming back the other way. Newton gets it over to Zach Johnson. Johnson to Jonathan Dunn. Dunn drives, oh, beautiful step back. Can't get it to fall. Newton with the rebound. Newton goes up, can't get a call. And back the other way comes Lucas. Lucas, very quick, goes out to Brooks. Three-pointer on the way, off the mark. Lucas, though, comes right back down to him. Second chance opportunity for the Mule Riders. Lucas goes to Chin Charles. Comes off the screen, goes to Brooks. Brooks travels badly but misses the shot. Done with it. Going to go deep to Micah Spate, who gets fouled, gets hit in the face there. Spate appears to be okay. A little bit of a wild couple of moments there. And we should be good to go here in just a moment. Get the floor mopped up. Micah got hit in the face, but appears to be okay. They're trying to get it over as Dunn kind of lost it for a moment, and they got it deep to Spade, and as he went up to catch it, caught it like it was a deep pass, but took a little bit of a lick there. And they'll go to Micah Spade. Quaylen Newton now at the top of the arc. Newton going to move it around to Jonathan Dunn. They'll move it top of the arc to RJ Palmer. Palmer going to drive, throws it up and draws the foul. That's going to be on Brooks. Devontae Brooks with his third foul of 14:39 to play. Edwards going to get ready to check back in. Edwards checks in for Zach Johnson. So 2 free throws coming up for RJ Palmer. 4 points already in this contest. First one is up and good, and the lead is out to its largest at 20 points. But still plenty of basketball to play in this game. SNU has been getting it done defensively while taking care of the ball on the other end. Second free throw up, good. SNU, or SAU, I should say, back the other way. Lucas with it. Speed there and gets the lay-in. Just blew by Spate there. Quick burst of speed there from Lucas. That ends a 12-2 run. Micah Spate's going to go the other end and get a foul on Lucas. Probably a good foul, honestly, on Lucas because Spate had turned the corner on him. It was like it was going to be a layup on the other end. Side out coming here for Coleman Edwards, right in front of the SNU bench. They'll go to Quaylen Newton. Newton going to go to Dunn. Dunn going to get a screen. Goes to Edwards. Edwards drives. Oh, nice little step back there from Coleman, but no good. Rebound to Brooks. Brooks going to get it up to Lucas. Lucas hands it off to Perkins. They'll move it around to Gilliam. Back to Lucas. Lucas going to come off a screen. It's going to be illegal. Illegal screen there on Devontae Brooks. That is his fourth foul on Brooks, number 4. He will check out of the game. Thomas will check in, and that's a big loss for Southern Ark. As you imagine he's going to sit for a good bit of the second half. So Southern Nazarene brings it forward up by 19. Micah Spate going to go to Quaylen Newton. Quaylen Newton, quick move. I was looking for Palmer, but Palmer had moved already. So a rare turnover from SNU today. Lucas with it. Goes in the corner to Perkins. It's good. And that gets a little something going from the crowd. It was actually pretty good defense by Edwards. Starkey going to get set to come back in, and the crowd starting to come a little bit. Edwards going to get it over to Spate, to Newton. Newton to R.J. Palmer. Palmer, nice move. Oh, what a move by Palmer, right at Thomas, and gets the lay-in. Lucas with it. They'll move it all the way around to Gilliam. Gets it back to Perkins. Perkins just airmails that one for Lucas, and it's another turnover. 14th turnover for Southern Arkansas. Quaylen Newton will check out. Noah Starkey will check in. Officials out to the scorer's table, have a quick conversation. Checking with something with the book. 12:55 to play. Again, as we keep saying, plenty of basketball to go in this game. But it has been one Southern Nazarene has been in control of. Only 12 made field goals right now for Southern Arkansas. So Micah Spate will bring it forward. Zach Johnson going to get set to check back in. Coleman Edwards will take it top of the arc. Spate going to take it at the wing, goes inside to Starkey. Big slam dunk. Noah Starkey on the entry pass from Micah Spate. Lucas brings it forward. Starkey up to 10 now. Lucas off a screen from Thomas. Lucas going to drive. Kicks it over to Thomas. Starkey's got to be careful here. No good from Thomas. Good defense without fouling there by Noah Starkey. R.J. Palmer gets it tipped away from Lucas. Palmer tried to do a little too much there. They'll go to Brooks, who lays it in. Palmer trying to take it himself, just got pickpocketed there from Lucas. And it led to transition offense. And again, gets the crowd a little bit, give them a little bit something, trying to wheel their team to something here. Edwards top of the arc. Goes to Palmer. Palmer back to Edwards. Edwards off a screen. Oh, another great step back. It's good. Oh my, Coleman Edwards. What a step back dribble move there. 11 and a half. Media timeout on the verge here. Lucas off a screen. Good defense there by Spate. Gilliam with it, back to Lucas. They're trying to get something at Starkey here. It'll be a kick ball, I believe. They'll get a kick ball, and that'll be a media timeout. 11:16 to play here in the second half, and Southern Nazarene has opened up a 20-point lead. They lead Southern Arkansas 56-36.
The Great American Conference Basketball Championship Tournament returns to the Bruin Fieldhouse in Bartlesville, Oklahoma, March 7th through the 10th. It's all on the line as the league's top teams battle for the conference title and an automatic spot in the NCAA Division II Basketball Regionals. For ticket information and to follow GAC basketball throughout the season, visit GreatAmericanConference.com. The GAC Basketball Tournament, March 7th through the 10th. The Great
$11:16 to play here in the second half. Southern Nazarene leading Southern Arkansas 56-36. The number 10 team in the country, showing how good they can be. And you can see really one stat: 12 assists for Southern Nazarene to 5 turnovers for Southern Ark, 8 assists to 14 turnovers. Folks, that is the difference so far in this game. Lucas is set to inbound. Lucas going to go real deep and hit Brooks. And of the Brooks, that is Jalen Brooks. They'll go inside. Oh, taken away. What a beautiful play by Coleman Edwards as Royals got it knocked out of his hands from Coleman. And there's a technical foul. Technical foul on Southern Arkansas. It'll be on the head coach, Andy Sharp. Andy Sharp getting his money's worth. But got to be careful not to get a second one here. Dunn will shoot the technical foul. First one rattles out. Man, it has been a tough night for Jonathan Dunn. See if he can get the second one to fall. Dunn is a pretty strong-willed kid, though. He's not going to let it affect him as the second one's up and good, and he gets that one in. He's up to 10 points now. And the lead's now to 21. Well, Andy Sharp probably understandably frustrated. Probably wanted a foul on that last play and was frustrated he didn't get one and got the technical instead. Zach Johnson with it. Johnson going to get it over to Dunn. And we're going to get an offensive foul. And it's going to be on Starkey, and that's going to be 4. R.J. Palmer's going to check back in, and Palmer's been big tonight. Palmer has had to do some big things for this team as Noah's been in foul trouble. Coach Bohach, really the last 2 calls on Noah, very, very frustrated. Noah was arguing that he was held. Brooks with it, goes to Lucas. And he missed it, blew the layup badly, had beaten Palmer. Dunn on the other end. Dunn gets it knocked away by Lucas. He'll stay SNU basketball. No Sakari. Had Palmer beat, had the easy layup, and just blew it badly. Johnson with it. Johnson to Charles. Charles a three-pointer on the way! Ashton Charles gets the lead to 24. Lucas with it. They're going to move it around to Brooks. Brooks gets it to Lucas. Lucas off a screen. He'll take a 3 and knock it down. Aaron Lucas has been really the saving grace right now for Southern Arkansas in this second half. He's up to 7, all in the second half. Dunn, mid-range, good. Jonathan Dunn gets one to fall. And SNU's lead stays at 23, under 10 to play here in the second half. Royals with it. Royals kicks it to Nosakari. Back to Lucas. And they're going to get a foul on Johnson. Or Johnson, that is his second. Micah Spate is going to check in for Edwards. Coleman Edwards, he has been excellent today. 11 points, 4 or 5 shooting, 3 for 3 from behind the arc, and a pair of steals. How about Coleman so far? Royals going to take the inbound pass. 9:40 now to play in this game. They'll kick it over to Perkins. Perkins going to get it back to Royals. Reverse layup, no good. And the follow from Brooks is good. So back the other way comes SNU. Score has not updated. There it goes. Spate a three-pointer. It is good. Micah Spate. They are unconscious right now. Spate up to 11. And the lead's out to 24. Lucas going to go to Brooks. Three-pointer on the way. Airballs it. And Coleman Edwards going to check back in. Checks in for Jonathan Dunn. We're also going to see Gilliam into the game, Thomas into the game, and C.J. Elkins into the game. Boy, the Southern Nazarene team has come in focused, and you can see a few in the crowd heading for the exits already with 8:58 to play as SNU has opened this 24-point lead. This crowd has dwindled down as Southern Nazarene has dominated this game. Spate with it. Spate going to go to Ashton Charles, and this shot is blocked by Brooks. Elkins with it. Elkins going to kick it over to Brooks. Brooks going to drive. Tough shot in the lane. No good. Rebound from Ashton Charles. SNU going to take some slower possessions, you got to think here. Edwards pump fakes a three. Will go to Palmer. Palmer going to drive. Goes up in the lane. Can't get it to fall, and then he's going to get called for a over the back. And goes back to Southern Arkansas. Brady Mulkey about to check in. Only the first foul on R.J. Palmer, which is good to see. Charles checks out, as well as Palmer, Newton, and Mulkey into the game. We got another immediate timeout impending here. SNU leading by 24 points. They've outscored Southern Ark 27-14 here in the second half. Elkins, two-pointer on the way. Gets it over Zach Johnson and gets it to fall. We're under 8. Johnson with it, comes off a screen. Johnson another screen. Goes to Edwards. Edwards pump fakes a three. Step back jumper, no good. Rebound to Brooks. Elkins brings it forward for Southern Ark. Elkins off a screen, nice little pump fake there. Jumper in the lane, good, and it's back down to 20. 4 straight quick points for Southern Ark. Again, you gotta think SNU just slowing it down here a little bit. Johnson over the half-court line. Can't get nonchalant, but you also don't have to rush here. It's still plenty of basketball. 7 minutes to play. Crazier things have happened. Micah Spate, beautiful move, gets his man in the air. Oh my gosh, it rims out. Good night. That couldn't have been a better shot. It just doesn't want to go down. Elkins with it. Can he get 6 straight quick ones? Elkins off a screen. Make it 7 straight. No good. Rebound to Edwards. Good defense there by Micah Spate. Micah Spate with it. 11 points for Spate. It's been an all-around team effort. Spate, another three-pointer. Good! Micah Spate, timeout on the floor. 6.5 to play. And the lead is back to 23, 68-45. Micah Spate up to a game-high 14 points. We got a timeout on the floor. 68-45, Southern Nazarene. .6:27 to play in this contest. We started this broadcast and we told you that this place was electric. It had a big game field. There was a big crowd in the building, and it felt like this was going to be something, and it was. The crowd was electric to start. But right now, this crowd is quiet, and that's because SNU leads by 23 points with about 6 minutes to play in this contest. Gilliam going to pump fake a three, goes inside to Brooks. Gets a foul on Starkey, and that's going to be 5. Noah just reached in there, and his night will be through. Gives the crowd a little something, I guess, to cheer for. But that's how impressive SNU has been tonight. It has not been the best night from Noah. Well, not even, it was a good night from Noah, but he didn't play very much. Jonathan's had a tough night, and it hasn't mattered. Not one bit tonight. First free throw is good from Brooks. He'll have one more to go. As he said, getting the crowd a little bit of something because it has been rough. If you're a fan of Southern Arkansas, as both free throws are good. But the lead remains at 21 here for the Crimson Storm. Micah Spate with it. Spate moves it over to Coleman Edwards, to Quaylen Newton. Newton to Micah Spate. Spate going to come off a screen. Actually, a nice crossover move by Micah. Goes to Johnson. Johnson goes to Spate. Spate pump fake. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Goes inside to R.J. Palmer. Palmer goes up in the lane short. Oh, what a rebound by Quaylen Newton. And an offensive foul on what? Boy, that is an interesting call. It really doesn't matter much right this. Oh, that is, you hate to see that. That was a great move by Quaylen Newton to get that offensive board. Somehow it's an offensive foul. So back the other way comes SAU. Inside to Brooks. Brooks goes up. Oh, they get Quaylen with another foul. Like he had Brooks' position there. And he picks up another quick foul. And I believe that is 4 on Quaylen. And Ashton Charles is going to check back in. Some more free throws coming up. And keep in mind, this, is going to get it back under 20 possibly. As the first one is good, does get it under 20. There's still plenty of basketball here. This game is not over by any stretch of the imagination. This is a very good Southern Ark team that's very good in this building. And I should have taken that back. That got it to 20. That keeps it at 68-48 as he misses the second. Zach Johnson will get it to Jonathan Dunn. Dunn goes to Micah Spate. Spate off a screen, goes over to Zach Johnson. Johnson to Charles. Charles to Micah. Micah drives. Nice step back three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound by Elkins. Just a little bit of life here. Elkins off a screen is stuck. Goes to Nosakari. Nosakari going to back down. Palmer goes up. Well off the mark. Rebound comes long to Johnson. 4:45 to play in this one. Zach Johnson with it. Johnson to Dunn. Dunn off a screen. Dunn, nice move. Floater, no good. Elkins with it. Good transition defense from Spate. Elkins, a tough shot. Gets the foul and a timeout on the floor. It's a quick little run here from Southern Ark. We'll take a timeout with them. Southern Ark gets it down to 18, but SNU still in control. 4:12 to play. 68-50 is the score, 4:12 to play. Southern Nazarene going to come out with the basketball. Looking to finish this game off and hand Southern Arc their first loss at home in 2018-19. Had a little bit of a win streak going on in this building, and it's looking to be stopped. Dunn goes to Johnson. Johnson drives, tough lay-in, no good. Oh my! Ashton Charles with the putback dunk. He gives a little stare to the bench. Boy, that had to feel good. Brooks on the other end gets the lay-in to fall. 3:37 to play. Again, if you're SNU, you don't want to be in too much of a hurry. You want good possessions, good shots, good looks. You have an 18-point lead late. Johnson to Charles. Charles is feeling it. Short. Rebound by Gilliam. Gilliam jumper, short. Oh, what a good rebound there by Micah Spate. Just comes in. And you hear the defense. Zach Johnson now with it. Defense calls from Southern Arc, trying to see if they can get a couple more stops and maybe make one final push. It's going to take a lot here. Palmer with it. Palmer sizes his man up and under. Good, R.J. Palmer. Beautiful shot from Palmer. And the lead back out to 20. On the other end, Elkins, nice little move there. Three-pointer, good. Geez, C.J. Elkins, my goodness, what a move that was. SNU back the other way, still ahead by 17, well in control. Spate with it. Going to go to Dunn in the corner. Dunn off a screen. Mid-range. Short again. Elkins with the rebound. Elkins trying to will his way here. They get some sort of run going. He's going to take another three. And off the mark that time. Thomas couldn't get the rebound. What a save by Micah Spate. He just does so much. So much. And so SNU with Spate in control. Goes back to Johnson, minute and a half, and it's looking more and more like this is going to be another win for the Crimson Storm. Spate, three-pointer, dagger. That'll do it, folks. Drive home safely. The lead is 20. Timeout, substitutions coming in for the Mule Riders. And SNU is going to go to 25-4 on the season. Micah Spate tonight, 17 points. What a night from him. He had 6 rebounds as well and 4 assists. We'll be talking to either him or Coleman Edwards here in postgame. And just another terrific contest here for SNU. Almost taken away. Gilliam's going to kick it over. Wide open three-pointer on the way. No good. They get a. Are they calling a foul on Dunn? Is that an over the back? Boy, that is an awful call. Coleman Edwards going to get set to check back in. Free throws coming up for Jalen Brooks. Well off the mark. It was 1:05 to play and never touched the rim, yet the play continued for some reason. It doesn't matter at this point, obviously. SNU is going to come away with another win, another impressive win on the season. We hope if you're from the regional committee, we hope you're joining us tonight and enjoyed some basketball here. As Charles going to go up, he's going to get blocked, and the crowd will get excited, but it's going to be a little too late here, I think. SNU to inbound. We'll get it to Edwards. Charles just gets it off, misses. Rebound to Brooks. Back on the other end comes Royals. Royals going to drive, almost gets it taken away. Brooks with the lay-in, it's good, and that'll do it. Shot clock is up. SNU will run it out. The lead was as many as 24 in this one. But SNU moves to 25-4 on the season as they will knock off Southern Arc 75-59. Mike. And SNU, as we said, they will get ready for their finale against Arkansas Monticello. And we'll bring you that broadcast on Saturday, but for tonight, another impressive win. We'll take a quick break. Post-game shows coming up. Don't go anywhere. Micah Spate will be joining us, as well as head coach Adam Bohach. You get your final score, SNU 75, Southern Arc 59. Back here on the post-game show, we will have Micah Spate joining us here shortly to discuss his contest here tonight. He has a big 17 points as SNU rolls over Southern Arkansas, handing them their first home defeat of the season, 75-59. Some final stats for you. SNU goes 27-61 from the field, 44%. 10 of 23 from behind the arc, 44%. 11 of 12 from the free throw line, 92%. 14 assists to 6 turnovers. That is incredible basketball from SNU. 7 steals on the night as well to go 28 rebounds. Southern Arkansas on the other side, 22 of 54 from the field, 41%. 5 of 17 from behind the arc, 29%. 10 of 15 from the free throw line, 67%. 36 rebounds on the game, 9 assists to 15 turnovers. And as we said, folks, that's the difference maker right there. You force Southern Arc into 15 turnovers and only 9 assists, while on the other side, SNU gets 14 assists to only 6 turnovers. That's just an incredible job by this Crimson Storm, both offense and defense. They found spurts. They found the right shots. They got people going. They got just a big day. All around. And for SNU, as we said, we'll wait on Micah and Coach Bohach. We'll look forward to seeing what they have to say in this game. Both teams are even at 28 apiece in the paint. Southern Arc got 30 points from its bench, 26 for SNU. Points off turnovers was a big stat here. 22 for Southern Nazarene to 5 for Southern Arc. As we said, just a big time contest. We got Micah Spate coming up right now. So we're going to take a quick break. Micah Spate's about to come and join us here at the table. We'll talk a little post-game action with him after his incredible night. Don't go anywhere. Post-game show here with Micah Spate, 17 points tonight, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And Mike, I have a theory about you guys. When the bigger the crowd, I feel like the more you guys, y'all like that, right? When you get a big crowd, home or away, and just kind of have that, you could feel the electricity early on. How did that feel coming out? Kind of get you going a little bit.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a good crowd tonight. It was last year as well. And the bigger, coach always says, the bigger the crowd, the more we stay together. And that's what we feed off of, and we trust one another. So,
the key stat, I think, without a doubt, you guys had 14 assists as a team tonight to only 6 turnovers. Then on the other side, Southern Arkansas has 9 assists tonight to 15 turnovers. Talk about sharing the ball on one end, and then what you guys were able to do on the defensive end to really just shut down their offense.
Really, I think it starts on the defensive end. Us getting stops, that creates good shots, and it gives us a good flow going into the offensive end. Getting stops, staying together, trusting one another to be in the gaps, so the one person on the ball can play as hard as they can.
I want you to tell me, especially with the point guard of this team, tell me a little bit about Coleman Edwards and the last month and a half, what he's been doing off the bench. Provides 11 points tonight. Again, kind of really got that run started in the first half with 3 3-pointers. I mean, you come to expect that he comes off the bench, and he's a big shot anytime,
Yeah, I mean, we see it every day in practice, so we're used to it. Coleman works so hard, and I think he truly deserves everything that's coming his way, and he knows that we feel the same way about him. So,
yeah, and you're seeing the same thing from RJ as well, Ashton as well. You guys had some foul trouble tonight. Quaylen got up to 4 tonight and had to miss some time in the first half with 2 fouls. Noah, had a good night, but only played 17 minutes with foul trouble. We've talked about it with Coach Bohach and some of your teammates, but just talk about that next man up mentality that you guys always have, that no matter what's happening, the next man's ready to go.
Yeah. I think that's what's different about our team. We can play from the first man all the way to the end. We're all equal, we're all ready. We all compete every single day. So when we're put in the fire, we know we're ready and we're capable of it. So, I mean, it's nothing new.
Was it ever even a thought in your mind or a thought in the team's mind that, obviously this team's good at home, but they were 12-0 at home.
Right.
And did y'all know coming in, I know it was a tough contest, but does it feel good to kind of snap that streak a little bit, come in and play really well?
Yeah, it does. I mean, we know how it feels, so just being on the other end of that feels really good, and just trusting one another, coming in this building. It's going to be a tough environment to play in, but just sticking together and trusting one another and believing in the coaching staff for what they lay out before each game, so that plays a huge role in our success.
And we got the finale coming up for the regular season on Saturday as you head to Monticello, another tough team, another tough place, a green court randomly. You're heading to Monticello, though. Just talk about, being able to close the year out on a high note before conference tourney coming up, obviously.
Yeah, I think that's really huge. Get us another win on the road. Road warriors, that's what we say. And just, it's going to take all 40 minutes on the road, especially on their senior day. The seniors' last time playing it, so, it's going to be very emotional and very hyped up for them. So just sticking together like we did tonight and trusting one another, just keep rolling.
Micah Spate, 17 points tonight, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, also knocked down 5 3-pointers in the game. Micah, congratulations, another great performance.
Yes, sir. Thank you, James.
Post-game show here in Magnolia. SNU pulls out a 75-59 win over Southern Arc, and we're here with head coach Adam Bohach. And, Coach, I was just talking to Micah off air, and just, we know how this is a good team. This is a team that plays well on their home floor. And the key stat that really jumped out at me is you guys have 14 assists to 6 turnovers. They have 9 assists to 15 turnovers. So start by telling me, one, how you guys shared the ball well on one end to get good looks, and then on the other end really play an excellent defensive ball game.
Yeah, I thought so, James. I think, we did a good job taking care of it. I know the guys were excited to play in here. They were undefeated in this building, and it's easy to see why. They have a really good team and awesome crowd tonight. A lot of energy in the place, and so I know the guys were really excited to play, and sometimes that'll speed you up and get you out of character. I thought, it really helped us focus, and the guys did a good job of taking care of the basketball and kind of making the easy play there for different stretches, and that led to the 14 assists against the only 6 turnovers.
We've talked about, I think, numerous times on this post-game show about, just the next man up mentality. And you had Noah foul out tonight and had some foul trouble all game, only played 17 minutes. Quaylen only 13 minutes with foul trouble. You had, Jay had a little bit of a tough night shooting, just happens every now and then. But you get R.J. Palmer steps up. Coleman Edwards steps up. Ashton Charles steps up, gets 6 rebounds. You have Brady come up and, make some, come in for some big minutes in the first and second half. Just talk about that next man up mentality and how everybody's just ready and know that their number can be called anytime.
Yeah, we're blessed, James. All those guys have played a bunch of minutes now this season and over the course of their career. And, Noah, I thought, made some really poor choices, after he was saddled with some foul trouble. And so some of that's controllable on his end. And Quaylen the same there early, picking up his second was maybe a silly foul. And so that opened the door for some other guys. And, RJ's been playing really well, and I thought he was terrific again tonight. And Ashton, had to take some shots there at the end of the shot clock, so that looks like he didn't shoot it well, but I thought he played really good. I mean, 6 rebounds in that game. You have to be a man to get 6 rebounds playing against Southern Arkansas. So proud and happy for Ash and RJ. I thought Cole was terrific as well. And then Mulk spot minutes there every time, it was on defense and to help us guard inside. I thought he was terrific.
You guys really seem to, we get to the start of this game. You can feel the electricity a little bit. There's a great crowd here. It feels big game atmosphere with, two top teams in the GAC. And your team really seems to enjoy those moments. I mean, talk about going into those type of games, how this team kind of almost lives for these moments a little bit with the big crowd, with the big atmosphere. How that kind of plays with a conference tournament coming up and who knows beyond that.
Yeah, that's it, James. We talked a little bit about what we were getting ourselves into in terms of the crowd tonight, just so we were all on the same page. But we talked a lot about, hey, this is the last game in February, right? Saturday, it's March the 1st. And so everything that we've worked for and everything we've talked about and everything that we're pointing towards is there in front of us. And Saturday is March the 1st, so here we go. And let's keep getting better. And I think the guys can feel the momentum of the season from all the good practices that we're still getting better. And that's exciting to be around when you have that feeling this time of year.
I'll get you out of this. I know you guys want to get out of here. You guys got you closed the regular season on Saturday, and you got another good team coming up in Arkansas Monticello on their home floor on their senior day, which is obviously always an emotional time, as you guys just went through last week. Just talk about focusing for that final game, getting ready for that final game, especially with the conference tourney just right around the corner.
Yeah, we're excited to play Saturday. We know what we'll be getting into over there. Monticello plays really, really hard and can really guard you. And Kyle and Doug Tolan coach team in March is always a handful. Those guys get their team better and better and better as the season goes. And so we know just what we're getting into over there, and it'll take our very best, and we'll get off our feet tonight and turn around tomorrow and have a good day of prep and be ready to roll on Saturday.
Head coach Adam Bohach and the SNU Crimson Storm move to 25-4 overall and 18-3 in the GAC as they defeat Southern Arkansas 75-59. Coach, again, congratulations on the win.
Thank you, James.
And we'll close this out. We thank you for joining us tonight. We hope you'll join us again on Saturday as Southern Nazarene will take on Arkansas Monticello beginning at 1 p.m. and then followed by the men's game at 3 p.m. Thank you again for joining us, and have a wonderful rest of your evening.